in bearish mode. It's on bearish mode. But if you go to option chain, select any shorter premium because this is on expiry. In spite of market falling, this premium will still not go so volatile. It will be very slow. So 75 minutes. That's how all the premium works. No matter what market does, the premium will go only for a while. So this might have a breakout. You can see higher high from here, a higher high from here, and there is a higher high from here. So there is a wick. Looking at 75 minutes candle or 1 hour, 4 hours, whatever you see, this will fall. This will be a rejection, very much. If I take a rectangle here, it's created a high from here to here. So this, if I look at the lower range, if this crosses this, we can go for a buy. So let's take a smaller quantity to 38. Buy this. And this is a closing. Oh, okay. There's a doji at the back. If it gets rejected, and eventually 90% chances of rejection, reason because of expiry, this might break 37. So if I buy, let's say buy for 37, and there it goes. So it should come down here if it cannot break this barrier next 10 minutes. It will fall below this. So it looks like a trend line, but there is no trend line. See, there's this is so choppy here. This is choppiness area here. So it has to fill this gap. Let's say this is the trend line towards the top, and there is an intersection from very top. There's an intersection from here. This was the fall. So if we see our midpoint max should be here. This should be our max ping 35. If the channel follows and there is no trend here, this was a useless trend at this moment. So it's going in this way. Price getting expanded. If we take here as an imagination line, this should be a parallel move. So your risk reward, risk will be 24. This is your risk, the danger zone 34. So let's put 34. Target should be hardly here maximum. First target, second should be around 52. No, I don't think so. You have any second target. 44 and 52 maximum. All right. 8 minutes. Should decay. There's a lot of decay. 38 minutes to go. The day looks very bearish. Very bearish. So if you look left, this is the max we're just trying to fight with. 39 for the entire day. So let's see the week. The week is also not good. There's a wick on the top, and we must get the same size of the wick or more than that, but not less than that. So our wick should be in this. Either the wick should cover this portion, or it should make a few more. So 17. 17 is a guaranteed if the market does not move on your favor. This is a very guaranteed zone which it will fall. Isn't expiry. So let's see. Okay. As suggested, 37 was the first warning. Okay. Oh, charges is already back 60. There is no movement, and these dojis will continue to blow down. So 34 is the SF that I'm going to add, taking this risk. Add stop loss 34. Please stick to the target. Don't change anything less. Now I am 34. So that's 35. Something disabled here. Let's see if I move this. 33. Okay. Was not able to type 34, so I typed 33. So crude oil has reached the previous resistance support from here, and if it does continue, yes, we should be able to capture this. Maximum 6 points we are away from this. Another 5 minutes. 30 minutes window, and on a longer time frame is on a consolidation phase. We have 1.5 hours to go. Max to max, if it doesn't come below this for 52 points, and yes, it will stick here, or maybe even not come below this. 7784. Okay, the day is beautifully going down. If it wants to go up, then this 50% will not coming down. let's take to this 50% now. Delete all those lines. So 7784 is our target. Once that is achieved, we are off. So, all right. Did anybody join? Nobody joined. Okay. So that's the way you play with the market. Okay. We are waiting for this session to complete, and guys, remember, always premium will be expiring no matter what the sellers are going to do. Buyers will always fail. You already paid the premium, so you'll have to get the money out of it and ensure that you first attain your charges. The charges kya hota hai? Charges is like 20 plus 20 and your GST, buying and selling charges. That is your minimum target. So if I exit at 34 or 33, I will be losing this charges along with my loss of 100 rupees maximum, max pay. So if you're any other language, if you guys want to hear, please let me know. I can shift my language. So crude oil is still not trying to fall. Okay. It's taking support. Let's wait for it. We have 1 hour doji, another 2.5 minutes to get completed. 4 hours, we are still here. So let's wait, people. I know this is a consolidation. We all know that it's a consolidation phase. But luckily, if this falls down, we will be able to make a little bit decent profit. Don't expect too much because there's no huge fall from the entire market. Due to expiry, you might have a push, but not a big one. So monthly candle, if I see, it has been a doji overall for the whole month. There's a lot of pressure from the bottom to stay the price up, but the pressure is also equivalent from the sellers on the top. They're trying to push it down. there is a huge strong setup based on the price. But if you see in the volume, volume will never lie. So price is trying to go up, but the volume is not rising. If you look at this price at the bottom, volume, don't refer the green and red. No, it's just the volume participation. That's it. It's not, doesn't matter if it is green, if it is red. Please let me know if you want to change the language. I can change in a different language. हिंदी में बोल सकता हूँ, कन्नड़ा भी बोल सकता हूँ. कोई है? You wanna chat? Tell me what is going on. कोई लैंग्वेज चेंज करना चाहते हैं बोलिए. I will tell you how it works. Don't put too much here. This is still on bearish, trying to consolidate for the moment. And if bulls appear back again, and it is not highly possible, 75% bulls will not be available. See, based on this previous action, it was a huge boom up 8 p.m. and then again it tried to fall. Buyers tried to push back again, and it couldn't cross this price. So we're stuck in this box. If price exits below this, then we'll make some few decent profits. Don't, if you're handling with multiple quantities or high quantities for learning purposes, please trade with genuine and take risk less on a paper trading. Please that. Guys, keep a watch. This will fall based below the trend line, and I'm 100% sure. I'm not wrong, guys. I know waiting. I have taken a put position already. 17 July, August, 7,500 put. I am not waiting for it to fall below, or try to come to 7,500 put. I'm just trying to buy a minimum premium and capture the spike or capture my points. It doesn't mean that the crude oil has to fall below 7,500. We have time to 11 to 10. Stay on touch if required. Otherwise, it's your decision. Please do paper trading. And there you go, it falls. That's all, folks. That's how you make money with the premium spike. So now it has to sustain, and only if this crosses my border, the red border that I've placed across here. Let me tell you guys, 7784. Until it doesn't cross another 16 points, we are not gonna get any kind of a profit, even the touch of a profit. At present, you can see I'm under 1918 rupees loss, under negative balance. So let's wait for it. As I said, I'm not expecting the crude oil to fall below 77,500 and stuff. If it does, then it has to have a lot of pressure, and something has to go geopolitically wrong. Otherwise, this is not going to come way too beyond this or this. Okay, the target max to max 770, 7754 is more too much. As soon as it comes back to this previous opening, if it bounce, then it's gonna go up and stay again back to 7833. So we have a lot of time. It's just 4 p.m. now. We have an enormous amount till 12 for 11:30 max to max. Nine is a danger zone where spike might happen, and 8 might have a lot of volatility. So trade well, financially take risk accordingly. If you're not a paper trader and you're still not in practice, I would say please practice. And moreover, do not ever try to buy for a longer time. Even if the market falls, most of the time decay will happen, theta decays and delta, and you will lose your entire capital. No matter, even if the market falls 100 to 200 points after a huge consolidations, there will not be any kind of a spike in the premium. The premium will still stay low as it is. So, show you an example for let's say 5 minutes candle at present. We are saying this is crude oil MCX main price. It stays at 7,802. Now, if you see, there is a big, smartly okay candle on the red. It has come down, and if we go to our option chain to check this put, okay, I'm going to check this put. Same, you would see it has made the opposite of it, and not see the same green, but the market has fallen below this line. From here to here, it has fallen. So your price should have actually gone there, but it hasn't. So it means there is a lot more to happen on the premium to fall or become a bearish round, but this will stay in the box. Until it stays in the box, this premium price is getting consolidated. It is not trying to move away. So the box formation again, or the rectangle formation again, is still in pace, but it looks like as if it is trying to move up, but it is not actually. It will decay very soon as this price of crude oil keeps playing around with 802 or and 830 and this range, until this intersection doesn't cross. So 440, we are still under the zone of trying to, the market keeps falling, but the premium price of all your put will be under range bond, or you call it as consolidation. No movement will be there. If you see another example, let's take from here. If you see, there was a lot of bearish period from this point, right? 7898. Okay, and this was around 1:55 p.m. So let's go back to 1:55 p.m. and you choose. Okay, any options. I'm checking in the money, out the money, deep in the money. Take anywhere. It's not going to be the same way as it looks. So if you see, there was a deep fall from the market. I don't have an option to draw here. Let me switch. Just give me some time, guys. It's loading. Okay. So if you see, let's say 5 minutes here, and see the way it looks. The action from the trend line text. Let's see. This is my drawing. I'm so sorry, guys. I don't see the drawing. Okay, let's pick this guy. See, the market was actually falling from here at 1:55. Let's delete this. It's not the one. Uh, let's see, where is 155 and here. Okay. Look at the candle of 155. This big green. It looks like very big green, but eventually consolidation phase happened here. green, green is here. But if you see the consolidation phase, just because the market was trying to go around, it's steeped already. So that market leaves, falls, and you get only a little bit of it. And we call this as breakout, but unfortunately, it's not a breakout. Breakout happened here. Happened here, retested, came back down, and then tried to move gradually one by one. And now again, market will still be falling, but these premiums will still eat up all your money, and in the name of decay. Price is still at 805, 804, still stuck here. And it'll be already down without even looking at it. I will say, see, there you go. It's a formation of a red and green and it's stuck right here. Look at the face of this. It is still under the consolidation phase. It only looks like as if it is climbing, and you guys buy this, or people who are not that aware of the price movement, really and not relying on the volume, they keep buying and they lose. So I was so far trying to educate you that market, whatever happens, if either it is going up or down, you will get only hardly one or two candles for the entire day to catch hold of it and get good money instead of waiting for the whole hour. But you're holding, and if you can bear the strength of loss, then you have to wait for the entire dip where the market forms a wick, and then you catch the bottom of the wick and wait for the entire day. So you will end up either being a straightforward doji or boom. Anything can happen. Okay, that's a due. All right, guys. Any questions? Please let me know. You are there on the call live. Do you want any other different language? Can you type? Do you have any questions? Person who's there on the call. Do you have any questions? You are all alone? You've been there for a long time. Okay, I see 3 more people coming across. Guys, do you want me to change the language? Please ping. Kannada, Hindi, English, Tamil, Telugu, whatever you want. Are you guys not able to chat? Ping anything? I don't know. This is the first time I'm trying to give them. Let me check my settings. I don't see anything here. Can anybody ping hi? Whoever is there, the 2 people, 3 people. Am I receiving anything? Let's see my YouTube channel. Okay. Pay now to avoid disconnection. It's still fine. I know I'm still on, but 2 people are watching. Who are these 2 people? I know I'm still on, but 2 people watching. Who are these 2 people? Where are my chats? Anjali, good evening. Anjali, can we add put now or wait for moment confirmation? You can add put time. I have already added this put from a long period of time. You can go for it. The risk reward is same period. So you have to wait for a longer time. So let's say 75 minutes window I'm looking at. It's a pure bearish momentum. It has 11 minutes to cross over, and I'm trying to see 4 hours. So Anjali, there is one thing that I would like to let you know. If your investment is too high, because this is very expiry, right? And Monday is the expiry. So that's very, very different. So if you're taking two risk, I would suggest try to close the trade today itself and keep your risk minimum. So charges you have to keep in mind if you're buying and selling, right, both together along including the ST across. Keep that in mind and don't take too much loss. Again, the advice is about paper trading. If you guys are doing real trading, it's all your own sole discretion, all right? This part of bearish, I'm waiting for the confirmation go move forward, but bearish has confirmed from a longer time. The price has spent in every time frame. If you see, this is 1 minute time frame. It started way too far. Okay, it started here at this point of time, and this is all still under learning purpose, right? I'm just looking for. Okay, Anjali, I am just. It since we started the oil trading. Thanks for that. Yeah, sure. One is this is only crude oil mini, hardly 10 rupees, right? So you can go for it. It's not a big deal. And risk reward, please be careful. It's not going to harm you a lot, but you keep accumulating the loss, it'll hurt you a lot, right? You're okay with English? You want me to convert to any other language? I'm fine. Okay. Thank you, Anjali. Thank you for conversation. You're the only person available. Thanks. Okay, see three more people on the call. Okay. So waiting for this confirmation still. It has to bypass my line. It is still, trying to create support there. That's the reason I've created that line. So far, I'm still good on confirmation. Under 1 minute, I'm going for 2 minutes. That's still bearish. Three, it's going to create a doji for the next 3 minutes. That's 100% sure. 5 minutes shouldn't not cross or go back inside this bucket, which is 7792, because it's for for a longer time. After a big fight between buyers and sellers, trying to consolidate, they couldn't consolidate. But your premium is worthless at moment, because more than 2 minutes, if a price pends at the same period, no matter any chart you look, not only crude oil, any kind of Sensex, Nifty, or any FNOs you go for, if price pends more than 2 minutes, same place, the premium of both call and put will decay. It will not go up. So that you can keep in mind. And we have 10 minutes another bearish. We had a push from the buyers right here, and the fear of going down got rejected, and this is going to have another 7.5 minutes to confirmation. Moving toward 15 minutes, it's already in the trend line. I am only tentative about this. Let me draw this line again. About this green line, 7776. This, if it breaks, then I can expect the fall. That's very huge. 7654 is very huge gap. Okay, let's see if it falls. We're lucky enough today. And comparatively, it's trying to eat up this bullish trend and the other second one. So this was a bias saying people, institutional buyers tried to push this up at 8:30, and another day they also tried it early morning. I think so there's a huge inducement. A lot of people have taken the heads up of the scala. They've bought a banana, and the banana is getting eaten up by the entire monkey. Okay, so we are approaching the support very close. Let's hope. Crude oil should fall almost there. A lot of pressure. I see one bias at this here. Volume is still low. This price might be deviating. Volume is still pretty low. Let me move toward a bigger time frame. Let's see. Okay. If this price expansion is really going to do, a lot of bearish, then we can hold. Again, this is hypothetically. you can hold till here because the buyers have put a lot of pressure to push above this. So 76 points fall is a huge spike on any kind of a premium. 7,700. All the in the money should have spiked already at present. Let's see, moving to another higher time frame. Guys, always try to come from low to high on high to low. That's note, so that eventually you will know what actually the market is trying to form. It is always a candlestick formation for a day, so that gets broken away in minutes, hours, and minutes, or half an hour and stuff. That it depends on how you want to trade, right? I can wait for half an hour, then you wait for 4 hours, you can wait. People scalping and all try to wait 5 minutes, 4 minutes is more than enough. You don't need to wait for 2 3 minutes and all. Put it in, take it out, and get out. That's all you can do. So I'm still not under profit coming to my trade. This is just for a demo purpose. So it says 30 eventually. So investment is very low, and I'm trying to capture 1 or 2 points. How it is going to do it. Financial risk is left to you guys. We are approaching the days open and the close of 14th August, 9 a.m. So it's going forward from the intersection. Sharp moves. You don't need any EMAs or anything. Just purely focus on the volume. Price might manipulate you. The way you're looking greens and reds, your brain will not listen to it because it is psychologically. Looking at volume is what it proves. So it is falling, but I don't see any improvement in the volume. If you see here, there's no participation. Well, the red and green doesn't mean they are buyers and sellers. No, it's not like that. It is only how much is the participation available. Are people available here? Are they moving forward? Are they investing? Are they trying to fight for it or something like that? New order, Zomato, order. Sorry for that, guys. I just ran away for an night. So, guys, looking at the price, if you see, there is a beautiful fall from past 4 p.m. So that's I actually planned earlier. So let me just go and see when did I actually order. I don't know if I can see the time. Okay, 3:49. Okay, that's sharp before 4 o'clock. Let's go back 5 minutes again, and I can see a strong push exactly on this line. Okay, it's trying to retest, and this is the fight. Now the next 3.5 minutes, let's push 3.5, and there we go. So if there is a huge position, I would recommend at least book profits at this particular price. Don't wait, don't hesitate, or try to trail. It'll be also a good opportunity. You can go for a trailing the stop loss, but don't wait for more and more, because this might eat up the entire premium as the market just spikes, right? We already know that this is going to eat up a lot. So I'll give you a live example right now. So 4 p.m. we're going to go back to, let's go. Okay, this is where I purchased. This is the harsh truth how market behaves. So I purchased here, and my premium is also way too far. That is another point. But I am literally not comparing to any of the premium option, sorry, any strike price. You do buy any strike price, this will be the same problem. This is how it will behave. You get the money, you get out. You don't wait for a long shot. So let's come back to the live example. I purchased here, right? The price was 7,819, and so far I have already fallen down. The premium price has fallen down to 7,782. Let's keep, excuse me, I'm sorry. Let's say net 30 points has fallen, and how much did I get? Nothing. I'm just on to a cost to cost, and plus even I had to pay to the government GST and my charges and all stuff. But I didn't get hardly anything. Or let me see, where did I purchase? Let's say 4 p.m. There. Okay, there it is. So this is the trick. You see the 4 p.m. candle here, right here. The bearish was actually good, and in fact of bearish candle, I also had a bearish issue, right? Even my premium fell down. So this is my very deep in the money. So let me show you an example of deep out the money. Let me show an in the money. Let's consider the 7750, okay, or probably this one also. And if I go there, you see the same pattern. There's no change, no matter whether you are in the money or out the money. Doesn't matter. Your money will go down if you don't catch it on time. Alright guys, keep watching. I'm still here. I'm holding this price just because for the example to show it to you guys. If you are actually trading on by your own, please take a agitated risk and mitigate accordingly. Let's move forward. And premium will be available at the bottom. And yeah, so this premium price is still here. Purchase is same price, 39.50, and hardly got 80 paisa, right? Let's go back. Spite of 30 points dip, and we call it as DK. Very stupid actually. I don't know what kind of DK that is supposed to mean. In buying and selling, it should be the straightforward. If you're buying something, you should get money for what you're good for. If you're saying the market is going to fall, if it falls, you get the money accordingly. No, government goes against it. They want you to only get the delta, not anything else. You keep all the Greeks for no shit, right? I'm so sorry for that. Let's go back. So it's 45 minutes, and it is good fall. The fall started just like 4:15. For the next half an hour, as I said, this is going to be a doji. It is still trying to form the doji confirmation. 13 minutes to go. Let's break this into 7. I have 5 minutes who's trying to pull up. Let's make that 2 minutes. 2 minutes is trying to still maintain the trend line. So we should have already got exited from here, booking whatever profits you guys did. But don't hold above this. This will be too risky. If you want to take risk, wait until here 7,008. That's the previous short which tried to fight for it. So if this tries to cross beyond that level, the intersection, then the bull will start. So literally, I'm not talking the full pure bulls. This is just the guys. So the next 4 hours, you can expect, which is starting from 5 p.m. after half an hour. It's gonna be either a huge fall, or it's gonna stay right there. This is based on my per price and volume, and you cannot expect any change unless there is no geopolitical issues going to fall or any escalations again. Since it is Friday, and there was a good news, there's a positive news to be honest, on the US CPI results and stuff. So don't put all those things. I'm just giving it to you as a heads up. Doesn't matter. My simple line to you, all of you guys, will be: no matter what happens outside, any news, breaking news, just don't care. Care on the chart. Chart tells you what happens. And if it goes false out of the trend, that means there's something wrong. That's it. And you catch the wrong. Okay. So let's continue. And this is the box still available right there. And I'm going to go take a short 15-20 minutes break and come back, or I'll be back very soon. You guys can watch until put it on a slow time frame, as I was exactly right. No change. I can tell you candle to candle, and there you go. Touched my intersection, and we have 40 seconds left. If it is very strong, let's see, there is no sellers. They're trying to push. Anjali, I hope you got out if you are still on trade. If you had made some profits, I'm happy for that. Let's see. Still holding strong. 19 seconds to go. I'm pushing forward 1 minute. Is there a rejection? Still no rejection. Holding strong. Okay. This is common. This pattern that you guys see, this big bars and the very next stops, this is the same behavior you're going to see on any intervals, guys. Any intervals. No matter whatever time frame it's going to be. This practice is a big heads up. It's a great learning for you guys. Keep remembering this part. This will never change, no matter what time frame you are in, or not, no matter what kind of stock or option chain or futures or mutual funds, whatever you want to choose. This is how the behavior is going to be. So quick, 30 seconds live. This has to fall below this. If it does, then there is no continuation. Huh? Ready. Right? Okay guys, I'm gonna get back. See if Mr. Munna Karamar is arriving lately. Okay. Waiting. So it feels like a breakout. You have to be very careful. Confirmation is not one candle, guys. But most of the people says confirmation is one candle. Not at all. It's just the 1 hour's break. 50% of 1 hour is completed. So it's just trying to cause a break. Let's see in 75 minutes to have a more clear, broader view. And yes, it is still trying to cross my trend line. It's right on the intersection. So if this does not go back again, 7,819, which 99% shouldn't happen, according to me. If it does, fight there, and if there is a fight very strong, then you can expect this bear to continue and come back down below this. And mark my words, 7,763. Let me put that line right there. Keep it short. That's it. So let's see how strong the volume goes up. So far I can see on an average 75 minutes volume has actually tried to cross the average from all the previous volumes, but it could not cross any of these previous volumes at 8:15 p.m. which was yesterday, and today I don't see any bit of a volume compared to that part. So 13th and 14th. Okay. So there is a huge participation for this part from 3:15 p.m. If this continues, we can expect good amount of trade on a bearish momentum. All right. Let's me move back to a slower one. So week is trying to interfere inside. If this crosses the week, is going to be really good. We can expect something till 76 also. Monthly is a doji. This is the only worry that I have got so far. The whole month the price is trying to understand here. Okay, I'm just trying to see if you guys can understand. Price is always, the entire month had stayed here, but the month has not completed yet. It's just been 14 days. Okay, let's see where it is now. Excuse me. Month is having a lot of pressure from the top. It's not able to push. That's the understanding of the candlestick pattern. Okay, that's how every candlestick tells you a story. So let's see, there's a huge bullish period which came from here. There was a pressure from the sellers on the top. If you see 95,013 was a huge pressure. They tried to come back. They couldn't cross the high. They did try to cross high, so they got pulsed back inside, stopped it. they tried to say that okay, we are going up, but the volume purely said that price is incorrect. Volume is so high, but the price did not move away from there and created doji. That's the reason you see the next day the volume decided, next month, sorry, the volume decided to fall, and it continued the fall. Now here, this volume is trying to prove that okay, I have come very bullish, and I want to go up. That's the understanding. So the percentage of the entire candle, if you see, 70% it is trying to move, and 30% it couldn't move because people started pushing. The sellers started pushing here a lot. Now this bias right here, let me mark this. If you see this bias, okay, I'm talking about bias, BIA, right? This bias, what is created here, it couldn't break this bear. The bearish people sitting on the top couldn't get broke. Madam, call this guy, no? I'm sorry guys, give me a minute, I'll just continue the conversation. Alright guys, I'm back. So as I said, we are seeing still a fight that whether it wants to go up or not, and I'm literally sure that this is going to create a lot of doji, and this for 1 hour has actually completed its style, and there you go, the doji is purely completed, and premiums will actually get decayed because again the price is back to the 7,800 range. That's it. There is a huge support, and that is also considering on the monthly view as well. Price is not gonna go anywhere today, so you will have to wait for the next expiry, probably Monday. And again, by the time Monday you wanted to trade, or please do not hold or carry forward any kind of options. Ever do that? Never ever do that. So if this trend continues, the last 15 minutes for this 1 hour has to come down. If the strength is failed, and this has to complete as a big bar or the complete red kind of a bar. If it is actually weak, to be honest, it will go back and stay right there. So don't expect again, try to continue above and try to cancel that. If you do that, your premium prices will still not give you money. As simple as that. Okay, madam, he's here. So guys, मुन्ना जी, मुन्ना इधर आ जाओ, बैग में छोड़ता है, बैग में छोड़ूंगा, ले लो. So literally, guys, we are done for this particular day. And if you still want to hold on a bearish thing, that would be the very foolish thing to say. Please don't do that. Keep trying to do scalping part. Don't hold for a long when there is too much expiry in here. And additional information to commodities, it's not like what all other Sensex or Nifty do. Nifty and Sensex actually do the expiry kind of that theta decay 1 day closer before, and the same day they decay a lot. But crude oil or any commodities, they start a week before the expiry. So 17th is the expiry, but before, from 10th itself you can see the premium getting decayed a lot. In spite of, you would have observed, even if the market falls 100 points or 200 points, you hardly would have got 5 points or 6 points, something like that. Nothing much. Okay. If you have any questions, guys, please ping me. Let me see what I can help you with. I will. If you want to change the time frame, I can change. Otherwise, we are good to hold. This is like a beautiful staircase, trying to go up, coming back, going up, coming back. You can see the staircase. Let me change this. Okay, let's see how the staircase looks. Okay, where is the staircase? What happened to this? Not this one. Neither this one. Still not. Okay, this chart is, I don't like that, so I'm gonna switch back. I'm so sorry, guys. So there's 1 hour chart line. Let's go back. 1 hour, and there you go. So trend overall. Let me see if I can change this. Give me a moment. How does it look? Does it change? No, that doesn't go. Okay. Mama, was Munna Kumar in uniform? हाँ, पक्का? Munna Kumar service. Munna Kumar came fast or he came late, right? I'll give him high five. It's okay. Polite behavior. So this is another problem. So guys, it's trying to show its power. The last 15 minutes, it's trying to push forward. Let's see what is happening. 15 minutes. Okay, it's trying to create a doji. Now don't go by any kind of chart pattern. It is trying to see there's a green candle, there's a red candle. It might go up. No, it doesn't matter. That doesn't affect any of these things. Go back to your premium. Check your premium. Market is trying to push up. Check your premium. If the is actually going along with the market? Is it trying to go along or is it going against? Hello? Still waiting 15 minutes. There is a rejection, but my premium is still getting decayed, and I am back to where I purchased, in spite, no matter if the market has gone back up or not. But the one thing that I would say, you guys, is this particular price, which fell about 30 rupees and then went back up and again came back. I am still not under a loss based on, or negative balance based on the purchase price. But actual premium decay happened. That's the reason I'm on the my negative phase. Okay, so for the day, my premium is not going to go anywhere. That's all I know. And yes, so it's a beautiful red, lot of decay. So this is all not bears, guys. Don't think that sellers left all this or buyers didn't buy. No, nothing like that. This is all just institutional push for that particular premium that you've already purchased, they've already sold. We are just buying them and keeping them and holding them, trying to make some, get a little bit of funds from that. That's all. Just trying to create a little bit of positive funds from ourselves. So that hardly only gives you 5 minutes, 6 minutes, or on a long stretch. If you still wait and market is good, you can win the whole hour. But the patience of holding and taking the risk of loss is all in your hands. The decision making creates what you will earn and what you will lose. That's it. Futures and options, this is all it is. There's nothing about your faith, your God, your number. This is not going to impact you at any point of time. Put the money, take it out, get out. That's it. So I'm expecting for the day, at least try to touch 58 beyond this. And again, spike. Somebody pushes only. So let's go back to in the money. I think if you guys are interested in the money, you guys can see the volume. There is a tug of war at 7,800 sharp. Let's see, open interest. I don't go all for this, but still, it's for the purpose of this call. I'm showing how do you view open interest. So let's see. So you see there is 41,000, 24,000, highest volume I can see for this, and the 78,000 call and put. Both the sellers are actually fighting to sell a lot at 78,000. We are the buyers who are stuck at the bottom as a retail people trying to make some investment right there. Let's see if there is a decay. Anjali, I was not at the view. Let me see this. Okay, thanks a lot. I'm just working with 1 minute. Okay, V-shaped recovery had to exit with minor loss. Okay. It is more profitable to sell options, of course. 99% always wins the race. Option seller, you don't even need to be on this call. You can just, and 90% of the time market is always on consolidation phase or in a range point. Once in a fortnight the market goes bullish or bearish, creates a candle, and that's where we try to catch something as a retail trader. But option selling is a huge risk because that's risk is unlimited and profit is limited. Let's say example, 46, let's say 7,800, strike price as 132 rupees. This is strike price mini into 10. That is all the seller will get. He cannot get more than that because that's all he can get. But the investment is too high. Investment has to be more than lakhs, minimum lakhs. If you do a bucket, let's say you choose a basket and try to put a hedging position to buy some selling and you put some buying position, both buyer and seller. If you might get a little bit of reduction in the price of purchase. So let's say if I can show basket order and let's say to this add to buy, if I say an add to sell. Now here you see 25,000 is the minimum ask. It's still good because the price of the premium is too less. But if you go without basket, let's say remove the basket, go back, clear all. Now I say, let's say selling only the put. Okay, now you have to go against. So let's say if I go against, now market is actually bearish. No matter if it is bearish or bullish, it doesn't matter because it is very slow. When it is very slow, either you catch the bullish call option or put option. Option seller will still make money. He just needs to be patient. So let's give you an example. For the whole day, call is falling. There's no change. You see, this is entirely falling. For the whole day, the call is falling. In spite of major Mr. Crude Oil is on this range. It's at least a little bit of bullish. Now, going back to another option chain on put. Created a big wick from the top to bottom. But again, your candlestick for the day is still red. This is put. So hope you guys have got the understanding that neither you buy selling, neither you go for a call or a put. You should always be taking as a buyer, just play for a while when it tries to retest that wick, tries to go up, or the body if you are able to capture, that's an amazing shot. And that's it. I'm not sure, Anjali, if you are referring to the V-shape recovery. Is it under which time frame that you are looking at? Is it 5 minutes? Is that the one you're talking about? Are you referring to this one at 4:20? 5 minutes. Okay. So Ranjali, what happens? There is nothing called V-shape recovery or any U-shape, cup and handle. All these stuffs are made to imagine the way you want to see. You can create your own. So if you're feeling that your strategy says 5 minutes and V-shaped recovery helps you a lot, you can go forward. But here what I have put across is keeping everything in mind. I am not going to any kind of shape or challenge or U-shape or any kind of things in across. I purely watch every minute. I analyze, I sit for the day. It takes at least 4 hours for crude oil I'm talking about to see what is happening. So you should try to see from basic day. First of all, first I start from the reverse. This is my technique. If it actually helps you a lot, I am very much happy. You can go for it. I always try to come for the month. What is happening in the month? So if you see entire month, there has been a huge trend from the top. There's a huge trend from the top and it has never tried to bypass. This is one portion. Second portion is you should see where and why these wicks are getting formed. The wicks are getting formed one on the top. If you see the gap here, this is 70% entirely dipped across. And then you have the 20% remaining right here and it couldn't bypass. If you go back to that day and view with this particular day's candle on the 1st of June on the month, this particular days would have been very, very choppy. Looks like a very big bar. Let me take you to June, 1st June. I'm not looking at the chart, okay? Without looking at the chart, I'm going back and I'm promising you that's how it's gonna be behaved. 1 or 2 days you would have seen that spike and the rest of the day should have been eaten up. Let's say June, where is June? June is right here. See June. 1st of June it said bullish. It moved across and moved across and moved across. But the candlestick was very, very short. If you're looking at it, if you mix it, maximize, and then you will see, okay, this is so big. Actually, no, that's your eyes. It's not the price. That's your eyes. You see the volume. It's all on average. There is no big fight on the volume. The volume is still on average, and the trend line is still being bearish. It's just trying to push and push. Maybe that was because of the war and escalation still continuing, but doesn't matter. Chart already tells you what is going wrong. Chart is saying it's going to dip a lot. Keep doing it. But on our 5 minutes and a day that you guys are trying to trade will not be much profitable because we are trying to play only for a while. But as a seller, they hold for a month. They buy like 3 months before in prior, and buy their premium prices that they are trying to sell will be 400, 500 or more than 1000 depending on what is available as a selling. But we wait for it to dip, at least come to our buying price across where we can try to afford to buy and end up paying that because it doesn't stay for a longer time. Very simple. So you referred to the 5 minutes. I'm going back. Let's explain to you. Let me see if I can. Okay. So did your V shape work? I presume that you were referring from here and this retest, this 430 candle. Did it work? And if it does, please tell me how long it can work. I'm not arguing, just trying to learn from you. Okay, correct. Okay, fantastic. So according to me, you might be right based on your strategy, and the V shape also, if I look at imaginary, V shape also had occurred here as well, but it couldn't bypass. So you can still go to the V shape recovery, but you should also have take a look at the left. See what is happening at the left. The price did not move towards your left. If I see here, it never crossed. If you want to go to the V shape recovery, then put a mark here, create a V by yourself, wait for it, let it break. If it breaks, and again after the break, it has to come back to that V shape and then move. If you buy exactly at the V shape and then wait for it, then you will get dinged and lose your money exactly like this. So according to you, you were right, but the confirmation failed right next to it. It could not bypass even the same candle, 4:30 p.m. candle for 5 minutes. It didn't move away. It ate up the entire 75%, not even 50%, entire 75%, and they tried to push, and they cannot push more than 20%. That's another idea. If you see a big bullish pattern and right next to it, if there is a bearish kind of, even a small doji or, okay. Yesterday was a great risk reward ratio for buying call post 7:30. Did not take that move out of fear of loss. Will different use this method you explained for analysis? Yeah, sure. Thank you. You're welcome. But please remember, you can be always right. Market cannot be always right. Market is always against you. Do not ever think that it is your mistake. No, it is, you are always right. Market keeps changing. Patterns keep changing. They don't stick together. That's the flaw. Very simple, universal answer. Don't you think when the patterns is all same and chart is all same, everybody had learned the same thing, then why is nobody earned so much money in this decade? Nobody has made millions. If that is the case, if they had made millions or they have made their own money so far after years and years. See, I have 5 years oral experience so far. Haha, true. That's right. 5 years down the lane, I was able to accumulate, not become crorepati. I was only trying to accumulate, not big shots, right? Traded on paper trading, even this for a financial risk or government stupidity and all. I'm still trying to say that this is, yes, I'm trying to do paper trading. So you won't get much money. You have to accumulate. Have a mindset. If you're investing some amount, try to see if you can invest 2% of it. Let's say if you're investing 2K, I'm trying to give you a smaller amount for understanding better. You're investing 2K for the day. Don't entirely put your capital. You're having 1K as an investment and 1K as a backup. So whatever you're going to play around, you will definitely end up think yourself, you should always be under fear that yes, I will lose. Think that way. Don't think the other way saying, I will put SL always still here, and if the market comes here, I will lose. No, don't do that. That's the biggest mistake what we all traders do. What you need to do, change the strategy of thinking. Let me keep the target till here, and then you enter the trade. That will trigger your money, and then you see how many times you will win. SL will always hit you. Target is hardly 99% of chances of winning. The win rate is only 1% of hitting your target. And again, only if you try to catch the higher highs and then go against it, and catch the lower lows and go against it, that hard chances are very vague, and there is where you should try to take a risk little higher. When you're trying to buy one quantity, try to push in 5-10 quantities right there and take a risk of only 1 point, not more than 1 point. Very sharp, very tight, very restricted. So even if I take a present example right now, if you would have felt that it's going to go up, which I already told you that it will definitely go up at this point, okay, and this green lines that I've paused, I know this is the major support and it will take some time to climb down. And beginning of this call itself, I have drawn these lines. I have not pushed any of these lines. They are right there. I hope you agree with me. I think you are the only person staying from beginning of this call. Thank you so much, Anjali. And in this part, if you see, I know this part will go here, but risk of taking this was against my strategy. Reason being, my premium will still would have eaten up the entire way, the way I have entered the trade. The moment you enter the trade, you would have bought it a little higher, and the moment it goes up, you would have waited that it will go more and more, and you keep trailing your stop loss beyond your purchase. If you would have purchased here, you would have put your stop loss below. As soon as it spiked, oh, first time here. Thank you so much. First time for me as well. I'm actually gone live for the first time today. I was actually thinking to go long for a long time. Anyways, good. Thank you so much for you being here. I'm very much obliged for your presence. So here, it went up. I know this premium will get eaten up, and it did. So when I went to the option chain, let's say we go for a bull range. Let's say any kind of a star, any kind of any premium, any strike price. Let's say in the money itself. Everybody keeps saying that in the money gives you a lot of money. See, it exactly created the way it wanted to. You still would have been here waiting that it should have gone, and you stayed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 30 minutes staying on the price, and then you would still wait here, and your money of that loss will incur. So that's the reason whenever here it goes, you buy after this dip and it's time to pull. If you really want to make some quick profits, buy right here, take the risk of this 190, and then wait for this full throttle. Just fold your hands and keep it straight. Don't try to come back to the phone or laptop that you're trying to trade. This, as soon as it crosses this big bar on the left side where it says bear, if it crosses its 80%, that means this will definitely double that period, and your SL should be strictly right above this con, so that you don't lose much. As soon as 80% crosses, put your stop loss right here, which is 126 is a huge point to catch in a market. So 120 you purchase, 119 you put an SL. That's 1 point risk, and you catch the rest of the 6 points as a strict trailing. Then when you feel that short wick, this you have to wait for the entire 4 minutes, not the 5 minutes. Any time frame, guys, any time frame, right? Do not wait for the full shot. It does not close. It always jerks back up and down, and then only it completes, and that completion might screw your entire time of waiting. So if you're trying to invest in 5 minutes, then you're looking for 1 hour candlestick pattern. Wait and see what has happened to the 1 hour candlestick. The 1 hour candlestick has been a bear. This will be a gap fill, but I can assure you that if it doesn't fall below this, then it's not going anywhere. If at all, now it has already crossed 80% of the previous candle. I am talking only about the wick, not about the body, which means this trying to complete in the same pattern, same style. That is still there. Okay, Now it is just hardly 10% looking at here. Now if it keeps joking here and not doesn't want to go up and it keeps fighting here, then it's not going to come down. That's just a simple 2 minutes rule. Don't wait for more time. 2 minutes, hardly 2 minutes will prove you what it's going to happen. Market plays in minutes. Everything happens in only in a minute. There you go. It got rejected. It has 40 seconds to cross. If this 40 seconds is going to fall, then it's going to be good. But if it is getting rejected multiple times, then that's your term. Get out of the trade. Book your profits. Let's wait. There's a hell lot of time for the entire day. Keep waiting and playing is all you need. This is not you. It is market. Market does not listen whether I am talking or you're talking, whether Gunashekar is talking. It doesn't care. All right, coming back to the trade, guys. We are at 5. That is a new 4-hour trade, 4 hours window. So in the 4 hours window, I can see it is trying to be bullish, trying to push across within that trend line, and I can see there is a lot of gap up and gap down openings. This is a point to note, guys. A good food for thought, learning if you want. If there is a lot of gap up and gap down in this scenario, in this way, that means this is being done by promoters. This is not done by actual realtors or individual or institutional buyers, nothing like that. This is actually done by promoters or operators, what you guys you want to call across. Okay, I'm not trying to ding them or accuse them or offend them. It's just the actual way of doing. Okay, so I'm moving to 5 minutes. 1 minute is still fine. Let's see 5 minutes. 5 minutes. There's no kind of a gap up, gap down. It's very still descent, and I can see a point here where it has tried to do a gap up right at this space, 240 and 245. So these kind of gap up, gap downs, you should be very careful. That is where uncertainty happens. Let's go back, and Anjali is still trying to break the V pattern. Let's see if you're right. You and me are on the same page, where this price right after 3 minutes or within this 3 minutes, it should break all the small tiny bears who's trying to push down this big bull. Or I'm just trying to say big bull, it's not a big bull. So this 10 points move or 26 points move both together, they will be eaten up as an inducement and will fall. If your V structure works, I hope it breaks, and this will be a great learning for me, and I'm very much obliged from rolling as well. Right, let's see and let's wait. I'm gonna drag my trend line for now. We have to keep changing the trend lines. Okay, you keep changing, as the market changes its behavior, even we should change our behavior. The way we trade, the way we mark down, we should change very often. So let's see. I am saying there is a huge trend, but I see a flat range, and it is trying to fail the trend. I have 47 minutes to confirm whether the trend is going to fall. So let's see if this continues. Okay, the wick has actually reduced previously and the present. So if you see, this candle's wick at the bottom right here is shorter than this one. This is very lengthy. There is a lot of pressure from here. So if this present candle 5 o'clock has to fall, it has to accumulate both of these wicks, both of these. So this is 780, 15 points, 92, 80 points. So from here, if I say 30 points on a mathematical probability, 70 to 30. So 70 and here. So that's my new target. What happened? Sorry, the color got changed for some reason. Okay. That was my box. Okay, and this. There you go. So cross should happen. So that's my 80% of chances. Let's see. And again, net, if this continues to fall on a straight, only then we will get a little bit of profit on an exit, at least 100 rupees for me. 100 rupees for me is short. And if it doesn't fall on short and keeps decaying a lot, slowly, and if still the premium falls, even if the crude oil falls, gradually, I will still not get any money for the day. All right, let's see. I'm going to move away from the laptop. If you guys have any questions, keep the ping on. I will come back. The phone will still be there with me. I'm going to have a short. Join the conversation to try to make the creator and videos. How do I do this? So Anjali, you are not able to talk, is it? This is just for the testing purpose. I am assuming that how will it work if the viewers actually talk, and if I have to activate something. All right. So Anjali, the pressure is trying to build up for the 5 minutes candle, and again the green pressure did not continue. 7776 has actually created another beautiful support, 5 minute range. So comparatively, if you see here, we are still waiting for this setup. Okay, the formation from here. Let's see. I have something. Okay, this box. Let's say. If you see here, it tried to create the same kind of pattern, and it tried to move away, and it couldn't. It failed to cross this price itself, the red bar. Okay, that was like an hour ago. Now this is a new hour. Again, if it is trying to create the same pattern, then there have to be a strong bearish to push it down. But looking at the chart, this pressure is too low. You can see all these 5 minutes candle starting right from 4:35 till 5 p.m. There's not much of a pressure to go forward downward. So that I should see some beautiful pressure to fall. Let's see. Is it trying its best? I see a huge gap. So there is a two-way gap here and here. Okay. Let's see. So I have a gap right here. And I do also see a gap right here. Let's see. How much fight is it? So this is a huge fight. This is gonna take a long time. Wonderful. Let's see how the pressure goes. I'm expecting a little bit of pressure from here. This is gonna drag a long time. So who's the boy? Who's the boy? We have the boys here. And the time is limited. 6 to 7, I will have a lot of decay. 8, I will have a lot of volume. Let's say 8 p.m. Fix it to 8 p.m. This will be a problem at 8 p.m. There's a huge fight. Okay. It's trying to fight again. Probably will fall around 6:30, 7:30. Usually it does after these market opens. Of course, you're right, and we also have to watch on the pre-market. That's the reason 4:30 do something, but it couldn't. Till then, maybe remains in range or slight control. Yeah, agree with you. Looking at the yes, I agree with you. That's the range. Still, excuse me, still stuck at the same price. It's standing right on my mark. 776. 776, 80, 90, and 800. Okay, cool. So 70, 80, and 900. Okay, this is going to take some time. Let's see. So I'm going to wait for this. I feel there's going to be a big box getting created if it sustains the same way, because 5 p.m. shouldn't have done this. There should have been a little bit of strength to push forward, and it's trying to create that box. Okay, the box is actually the fair shot. Okay, so there is a pressure at this point. So who is fighting from the previous range for 779? Let's go back and see to that. Should have somebody fighting. I don't see anybody here. Okay, this part, this guy, this is the doji. Okay, I have one here. Okay, I have again here, again here. Okay, that's definitely gonna take a long time. It's been always been there, and if there is immense pressure at this moment, it will fall. There should be an immense pressure. Still no volume. I don't see volume increasing in 1 hour, in 1 minute. Still no volume increment. Still very less comparatively on the fall at 420 sharp. 422 sharp. Let's go to 2 minutes. Still trying very strongly though. 3 minutes is also trying. 5 minutes is not that good, but it's still trying. 10 minutes is kicking off. Still trying to lay that border, if you see, right? It's still trying to play around at the same range at the bottom. 15 minutes should not be a doji. If it is not, that's gonna be wow. Okay, that is going to create the trend if this continues for the next 8 minutes. Mr. 30 is stopped. 75 is very strongly rejected. Okay, 75 minutes has a very beautiful funda. Got to go now. Thanks for the session. Take care. Bye. Okay, let's see. It's gonna fall. Right. Alright guys, you guys wanna chat, type, ask any questions, you're always welcome. Let's go market. Let's go before. Good job. Let's see. It's supposed to be more projections. Still taking. Dude, what are you doing, dude? Alright guys, give me a break. You keep watching. 5 minutes. Tell me, guys, what are your thoughts? Do you guys think this will go back bullish or it's going to get bearish? Ask me any questions you have. I can help you out. Here's a tip, guys. If you feel that it's going to go bullish, don't enter the trade yet. It is trying to break the trend. You have to wait. Then we shouldn't see a bear here. And your premiums should also go along with it. If the premium does not move, then there's no point of you capturing this trade. Very low. All right, now you enter the trade. The trick is really good. You enter the trade, you drop your SL right here. It's gonna keep coming if it wants to. Any premium, let's choose premium and the option chain. Always suggesting in the money due to expiry. Okay, it's not good. Premium is still not interested for the market to push up. In spite of market going up, premium is not going that good comparatively from the previous price. So your SL should be very strict at 108, and it will definitely come back. If it does not sustain above this, it will definitely come back right here. So buy at 108 if you have. If you want to buy now, it's a wrong trade. Please wait for this completion and then you don't trade. You have left the trade, so don't trade. If you want to take a risk of this 18 points, please wait for the retest and then you can proceed. The last 1 minute will show you what is going to happen. Let's go back to 1 minute and see what is the chart. It is very strong. It is out of the trend. You have to wait for confirmation. Waiting. Getting rejected. Sustaining. Trying to pull. 10 seconds to trade. Waiting. 2, 3, 1. Enter the trade. Right now, another opportunity. 117. You can buy and put a straight stop loss at 115. Just 2 points. No more than that. Just hard 2 points because it's tried to push a lot. 6 minutes is about to complete. If this is the option chain you want to do, or the premium price, whichever strike price you guys are looking for, It's touchdown. So this 1 hour candle is trying to bull. Exactly. 4 hours is trying. Please wait. If you're already in the trade, if there is a chance of profit, please get out. Exit the trade. Because anything can happen after this, because this is out of the trend without any trend or any consolidation. There had been a lot of consolidation. It's kind of a breakout scenario, but here there is a huge gap. Let me bring this gap to you guys. Let's see this exact gap. There is a huge gap without any kind of a change here. It has gone. So you have to wait for the price to come back, touch this fair value gap, and try to pull up. If it doesn't, then there's no trade again. Risk reward again. If you're still holding that in the money, it's good. But strict stop loss 115 and not more than that. Let me get back to 1 minute candle. Yes, around here, 5 to 10 minutes prox. Otherwise, it will come back down to 115 and hit your stop loss. So keep your close 120, 130 max, and you can start trading at 20 to 10% of the previous candle's wick. So if you are holding a stop loss here for this candle, then your stop loss should be about 115 sharp. No kind of changes, right? If it doesn't, then you're gone. So looking at it, it is trying to engulf the entire previous short. Don't get scared. If your SL is already there, you have to wait. Otherwise, you don't need to trade. Patience and risk reward is very guaranteed. Only if you wait. If you don't, then you cannot take the risk. That's how market treats. It's trying to show a clear-cut fall. Okay, let's get back to the price. And there is a U-turn at this part. Again, it's trying to either retest this price. There you go, exactly. On my mark, guys, no change. On my mark. So if you had of catching, this is the max profit, which is fearless. This is fearless profit, which you actually should have booked. Then you want to re-enter and take risk of that profit without losing your capital. Should be a probable game. Perfect shot if you want to hold. They'll give you a good amount for the next 15 minutes, hardly 2 minutes. Price is trying to fight around the same place. Check back the premium price. Let's say if it did touch 115, should have not. Let's take a look. 15 paisa was the difference. Your SL should have not got. If you're holding it, keep the hold. It will definitely try to break. Keep the hold. And there you go. It's a long hold for a long time. There you go, guys. I wasn't wrong. If you're holding, you can continue to hold. wait for this fair value gap to get exhibited. So 7,842 is already touched down, got retired, and your premium price should have already started getting decayed now. Exactly. That's it. That's all the trade is all about. As a scalper, this is it. Entire day, that would be the utter loss, because after this, it has to come down, retest again, play around for a more while, and then try to pull up. 42 will be the charge, and going back to premium price of strike, 20 is a dip. Exactly. Should try to reach 42, test try 29. Okay, the premium price should not come back to 20 again. If it comes back to 20 again, then 115, 116 will come down to 100 without any hesitation. If it continues now, this can touch up to and till 136. So you can put your stop loss at 132 after it crosses at least minimum bear of 127. If not, this is gonna stay for a, it's going to fall very drastically, eating up all your premium prices. Alright, so for the day, it's a beautiful doji. It's trying to fight for the price, and for the rest of the day, 6, 7, 8, 9. Around it, because the price is still playing around with this 20 to 30 points entire day. I would suggest please stop trading. If you're already on the trade, please get out, because the whole month is still going to be on a stabilized doji. Looking at the monthly view again, the week is good. It's trying to struggle and get out. Still on a dotted line. This is still going to fall down. Let's wait for the confirmation. 3 minutes, it's still trying to struggle to cross that 50% wick of the previous high of its own. Volume is really good, but the price is still fake. Price hasn't decided yet to cross or to sustain. There you go, guys. 1.5 minutes left. Probably your premium should have got decayed, staying at the same price of 120, 126. Okay, 124. Here is doing really good. That means the put writers are delayed. Absolutely right. Put writers are pushing 44,000 to 32,000 are trying to push against the 46,000, which is 7,800 strike price, and that's the reason 7,850 strike price is trying to pull up. So the pressure is getting built up, and if they fail, then the contracts will get add it up back again to 44 from 44. Let's see if the contract to delay and reduce. Then if that does happen, then yes, your premiums will spike. Okay, looking at the behavior of price and the premium not increasing, there's very less interest. If you're on trade, please exit, or you can give it a trial. Your immediate stop loss should be exactly at this particular time period of any premium of 40 p.m. Any premium that you're trying to hold, see what is the exact low of this 540 candle and put a SL below that and wait for it. It's trying to confirm a breakout. We have 4 minutes. Got rejected in the first 30 seconds. It's trying to create a trend line in the 1 minute candle. Let's see 17 seconds. If it gets rejected again and again, it should fall very badly from the top. Put premium should have already been reduced drastically. Let's see. Okay, yeah, same picture on this. So let's see, fall again till 110, and okay, both will start to fall. There you go. That's the point of decay on both the ends. It's been more than 2 minutes. Price spent a lot of time right there and got rejected. So cutting edge at 116. Going back to charts. I was trying to take a retest. Shows a huge rejection. 15 minutes is a doji, and it's trying to eat up, trying to come back to the fair value gap. And if it engulfs at least 50%, then it's a dead meat. Okay, 20% is already confirmed. Let's wait for it. It's trying to get sustainability. 7.5 minutes to go. Pulling back up. And that's it. And down. Now let me go to positions, pinch in this guy again. So the trail basis, put a low, try to catch the lower low. That's my sharp moves. It has to fall back again. 30 and 29. Let's say 28 for 1 point. And let's say if you want to retest. Okay, very sharp price retest. Now if it doesn't continue, go up. Retest is trying to be very strong, trying to pull up to 15, should get rejected very soon. Got rejected, but it did not sustain. And yes, wonderful. That's wonderful shot. This should be a doji, absolutely. This doji confirms the next shot. So looking at the 15 minutes, all this fight for the next previous 10 minutes had been a very strong fight, and it did touch the fair value gap. Fair value gap has been touched right here, and if it wants to go up, the price should not come back down again and again. And looking at the confirmation and the closing of this 5 minutes 10 minutes candle, it's not trying to push it up of its own previous engulf candle. So this was the engulf candle for the entire price of these. Let's wait for it. If it cannot sustain here, it will drastically drop down my line and we can go for bear. Otherwise this will definitely sustain above and move forward. So there is a trend line that I have put across. If it goes up, then this trend line should continue the same, but it should be hanging below, not crossing above the trend line. If it crosses above the trend line, then it is a fake movement. It should stick to the same trend line, and if it does go for a bullish pattern for the next 1 hour, then this parallel move should happen very clean and clear. If it doesn't, the re-entry of the bears will happen again. Spending too much time in this 1 hour candle, so I don't think it's gonna cross. It's a perfect doji. Trying to pull up. Trying to fade away. This 4 hours candle has some guts. It has to fall. It has touched down the previous top. Wonderful. Alright guys, my observation, this has to be a doji, 80% the time period, and last 1 hour or next 2.5 hours it has to take a weak, beautiful fall. Let's see. If it falls very quickly within the next 15 minutes, the rest of the 3 hours should be a very beautiful bears, and volume spikes should happen eventually on towards the bearish side. Price getting rejected, but volume is very slow, very low compared to the previous volumes. The 4 hour candle, 1 hour candle, we still have equal volumes trying to push or trying to gain. There's a huge fight. Volumes are very straight. I can see at least 20k volume pushing above. We have volume 50 and 30 minutes. So there is equal participation. Operators are pushing the price very beautifully down. There's one more typical hint, guys. Crude oil or commodities will do exactly the way what Sensex does on a daily basis. That's a pro tip for you guys. Whenever there is something related on the period, you can go back and check. See, this is a doji which is formed by Sensex here. So we can highly expect the same doji formation. Color doesn't matter. It might be bearish or it might be bullish, but there will be the same kind of doji or a bearish signal exactly the way it is does in Sensex. So you have, if you can watch the whole day with this and then continue with the crude oil, see how it goes. I'm 100% sure that's how it's gonna happen. With my overall 5 years experience, the way I've seen it, that's what I've always been doing, at least 90% of the time. And there you go, guys. Bearish entry. The box is still sustaining its levels. Sharp box, and it touched down there, and it is trying to wait for the fair value gap completion. If that does not sustain there, then this will be a fair value gap and the price will go back up. If it sustains here for the next 13 minutes and if it pushes down, get ready for the bearish. Excuse me. Let me just charged. Hey, Kala. நான் நினச்சி கூட பார்க்கல.
ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಅದು ಇದು ಮಾಡಿ ಬಿಡು ಎಲ್ಲ ಮೇಲ್ ಬರ್ತಾವೆ ಸೊಟ್ಟು ಕೊಡ್ತಾವೆ
Wonderful, guys. That's what I've expected, and it's beautifully going. I'm waiting for the next 11 minutes. Before that, if it just crosses my green line, I should be very much happy to continue the bears. Let's see. You guys have any questions, please pop up. Please type in. No request for any kind of subscribe or like, nothing like that, guys. It's just trying to help. Let me know if you need any help helping you. Drop an email to my email address, which is mentioned in the description. Very bearish but still premium will not increase. That's a very common thing to do.
Hold on. Bluetooth mode. Future Bluetooth speaker is connected.
If this is staying for a longer
Hold
time,
on. Bluetooth mode. Future Bluetooth speaker is connected.
if this is staying for a longer time, that's funny. I'm so sorry, guys. There was no Bluetooth. Super fun. Welcome back, Anjali. It didn't wait it for a longer time. It came back as it went up. No, that's the false information of breaking the trend line. Bulls versus bear really strong today. Yeah, that's right. That's right. The bears are very literally strong at present. Confirming. Looking at the 1 hour candlestick pattern. See, I expected that doji. It did happen in the last 15 minutes. It did try to pull up, but now see equal pairs are fighting with hardly in 7 minutes. They actually pulled down the entire. They just drained out the entire bulls on the left side, and they ate up the entire thing. But unfortunately, the sad thing is still the same. Premium will still not give you any money because it's still going to be bear. So before the bear happens, every time, whenever you see the bearish things or the bullish things, your premium will always go opposite of it. As soon as the price falls, put premiums should actually increase, and they won't immediately increase. They will try and show you a short spike, and you would end up buying there, and then they won't continue, and you will exit under loss. But unfortunately, after that spike, it waits for it again. It tries to do that. By that time, your actual premium price will come back to the normal one, and then the bear again continues. That's the trick of decay. So you hardly get a 5 minutes to 6 minutes window. If you want to wait for a longer period, then you have to wait for 1 hour window. So again, as I said, perspective of every individual's risk, what they want to do. So far I can assume that 7776 is trying to create a floor of a bear, and let's say if the price keeps fiddling around right there, then there's still no use of holding any kind of a bear. It shouldn't sustain there for a longer time. Excuse me. So sorry. Friday. Thursday was a good pair, actually. Anjali, what do? Do you play with only FNOs, or you also try to invest in Sensex and stuff like that? Or this is your first day? Do you have a lot of experience? Okay, they couldn't sustain 776. Still couldn't sustain the border. They're still playing around inside the box, and it's still going to be a lot of decay. There should be immense power, but I don't see a lot of power coming across. Volume did come across greater than the bulls, and now the price is trying to manipulate. If you see the volume in this 5 minutes candle, it's very less. NSE stocks since a year earlier commodities, but for metals only now trying with oil. Okay. Commodities, to be honest, Anjali, it's very highly volatile. It might be very slow. Suddenly, it might do anything it wants, and most of your brokerage, discount brokerage, any brokers for that matter, you take, they don't provide you that SL trailing or target trailing for specifically commodities because they are very highly volatile in nature, and even most of the time your SL will get jumped just because saying that there is volatility. So be careful, take less risks with commodity and Sensex. These two are the same kind of segments that eat your SL very easily. I hope you should have come across a lot of times. As soon as you put an SL, it would have jumped and you went into a loss. But recently, I've noticed Grow doesn't have that much kind of latency. This is my recent observation. Nothing with. I'm not selling anything, guys. This is my personal experience. I've used most of the brokers in the last 5 years. She initially started with Grow, then went to Angel, then ICICI, then I tried with Upstock, and there was one more, which was very weird. Motilal Oswal and Zerodha. Any of these brokers are, you trade per the charts. It doesn't mean whether they are very less or high. It doesn't matter. Their interface and the bandwidth that they can handle is what very important is. No matter you pay the price less or high, doesn't make a difference. Definitely FNL community minimum allocation. Fantastic. Good to hear that, Rajini. Very good. Hope you see good profits in near future. Don't think it as a profit. Try to think it as an earning. I think you would make much better money than what you are actually at present. Financial risk is very, very dangerous. Every time you want to trade, my personal opinion, think of a delivery boy. He goes 6 kilometers and earns 10 to 20 rupees per that particular trade, delivery. But we invest minimum or more than like 1,000 or 2,000 or more than lakhs, depending on the availability, and we only get a peanut, then it doesn't make a difference, right? In that way, you should think every trade of yours should not go more than 100 rupees or 200 rupees in a loss. No matter even if it is thousands or lakhs you guys are trying to invest, fix that for that particular 1 point or 2 point max. All these risk rewards of 1:3 ratio, 1:4 ratio doesn't even matter at all. Don't even put that in your brains. Just stick to the money, and money psychology is very important. Use the money, take the money. That's all. Think it as a business. You invest something, you have to get some profit. That's how you will enter the business. You don't enter the business for a loss. CAS has created issues recently. Of course, yeah. As if there were less problem with them. I know. I wonder why they don't have time for US and stuff. Anyways, we individuals are trying to earn money, but we all know that big shots are still there. They will always give us a lot of inducement, and then they will take everything away. Let's see, the price is still trying to fiddle around, trying to get out. It's still stuck somewhere. I know this 10 rupees variation is very less, but it is very strong and heavy. The lines that I've drawn are not drawn for namesake. I know this is what is going to happen as a prediction. The market can do anything. So it is trying to push again and again. I'm just waiting for that exactly this price 7756. Now, if it creates a doji here, and it's still going to be another box. I'm waiting for the new trend line, the drop trend line from the top of the hill and it falls and then it slides away straight forward and you exit the day. That's it, no more trade. 4 till 4 p.m. I've been watching and watching and watching. It was so boring. Yes, I hope they did more better than what they did at the moment. Oh, still 3.5 minutes to push across and still waiting. Let's see. Still stuck at the mid range. This price is still trying to create a lot of allocation. Welcome to live streaming. And as expected, there goes the wick. 2.5 minutes to confirm the wick. Still not creating lows within the same price. Let's go back to 1 minute. Still struggling to cross 14 seconds, 13 seconds. Still not trying and touchdown. No, not yet. See, as soon as it leaves the building, it becomes highly volatile. It's trying to get out, but volatility is too strong. It created it. Excuse me. Now this fight that you saw, this creating a wick. This is just for the premium to go up and down and spike and scare everybody out away. And eventually here a lot of profit bookings will happen, and there will be a lot of short covery happening. And this is where the trend tries to confuse us, making a big bar and stuff. Pum pa bum. Ba ba ba. Ba 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 ba. Bears are trying to still continue, yet no continuation. It's still struggling. Bears are trying to pull in, yet holding from past 2.5 hours. Premium price is still stuck there, in spite of crude oil falling from approximately 40 points. Yeah, 40 points of fall, and premium price is still there. Expiry is showing up already. We still have still Monday, and DK is already started very fast. Really sorry about the background noise, guys. This is my first video, and this is how it is going to be. And I don't see much of players. Let's see. Excuse me. Well, I think they're going to start bullish. Let's see if I think, or is it true? Yeah, it's too slow. The decay still is going to happen a lot. In spite of market falling, we will still lose a lot of premium, and time is also very close, 8:30 now. 6:30 something. This is going to be playing a lot, like here, the whole day. I don't think so. We will make any profits holding this. And luckily, I guess they will be only doing it Saturdays and days. Only then they'll try to fall. So that no option buyers earns any money, because you can't trade on Saturdays, Sundays, and you cannot hold on until Monday. It's a huge risk because of expiry. All these are factors. That's how manipulation is. We all know market is manipulated, and you should be under manipulation. Okay, guys, moving forward for the next set. If the continuation goes with the bar mark, then the 77 rupees should be the fall to create a spike, and yet it has not come to my price. Let's see, where is it? Markings are very sharp. It's trying to re-enter the box, and yes, it is trying. It is already confirmed. 1.5 minutes, still going to fight along with the same pattern. So next 30 minutes, this is going to pull up again and keep fighting around right here. So we are not going to get anything around this. If you guys are interested, you can start pushing towards bullish pattern, and it's been lying around here for a long time until the premium price does not get decay of the bullish, and crude oil does not fall below 7745. You're lucky enough to hold the bull probably until 9 o'clock. Sorry, that was my kid. Alright, guys, I'm dropping off. This is gonna take a long time to play around with this box. Since it has re-entered the box, it's not gonna be the same as we suggested. Okay. It's gone to my mid portion, a mid circle, and it seems to be very strong. Volume is good. It's trying to get rejected, but no, I don't think so. It's only trying. It's trying to stay inside the same kind of wick. 4.5 minutes. Very boring 2.5 hours. 2 hours, sorry. Boring stuff. Bear created the start and then it went back to normal. So not much of a bear. It's been 2 hours since I started the stream. I'm waiting for it to, the bear yet is still trying to create the dojis around. It's still trying to pull up on rather than falling. There's a lot of loop creation. Wake is too high, way too high. 50% of the body is eaten up. Close the door. 50%. Okay. 50% is still eaten up. 18 minutes we have for the closure, and I will definitely be closing at 7. If it's still not going below that, then yeah, it will be a retest. 18 minutes should be good there. And if it does, then it's going to be a new start for the bearish momentum for the whole day. So let's see, take a look at the day. The bearish signal is very slow and steady and small. So when it gets rejected, it's gonna spike a lot. Bulls are gonna enter very heavily until there is no big bar. If there is a big bar continuation for this hour at least, 15 minutes is more than enough to continuation. And we have 11 minutes and there are higher probability that it can create another wick. It's trying its best to touch down the trend line. As soon as it comes to trend line, it should get rejected. If it does, then we are still in trap. If it leans down straight forward, then yes, there was bearish trend momentum and volume is definitely going to start at 7:30. This is a pre-market for US Open. There is a strong support at 7,700. It's been 2.5 hours and still yet the premium decays ongoing. Premium is hardly giving you 5 or 6 points. The market has fallen already about 60 points. There should be a potential spike in all the premiums of put because the fall is straightforward without hesitation, and one straight pullback should eat up all your DK. They are able to capture 60 points so far, 70 points. The pre-volume is very strong, and volume has come back to 19K with a huge bearish momentum. The participation is very huge comparatively to the previous sessions, and volume is still increasing. Participation is still high. There should be a wick formation, any momentum now. We have last 8 minutes for the closure of this 15 minutes candle. Premium is already indicating the decay. It's already bounced back from 40, 80 points. There should be a substantial move again. If the decay again continues to continue the wick, then it will still stay on my trend line. Last 5 minutes, if it falls, which is eventually trying, the newer lows should come down. Now it should fall below 28. It is trying to pull up a lot, which is unusual. It tries to pull up a lot, then it will go down a lot as well. Unusual activity, but unfortunately, premium price will not push a lot than what it is earlier. If the straight fall happens again, the 10 points, then premium will spike. It has spent 2 minutes at the same price, so decay should happen on the premiums. If it is pushing for the double of the time, then the premium will increase. 28 is the cutoff. It shouldn't stay at 28. If it bypasses 28 and straightforward reaches to 26, then yes, the premium will spike and move forward. It stopped at 28 again. I'm referring to 7,728. So the last two digits of the price I'm talking. And here comes the free flow, but premium is still on the same price. Premium has no interest in moving forward due to the price spent a lot of time there. So if it has to increase, then the last 2 minutes it has to increase a lot. We are cutting down at the last 5 minutes of the 15 minutes candle. The wick formation has to cross 32.38, which is 7738. If it does, then the premium spike reduces and your profit goes down. Now it is time to increase your trail your SL. 20s 7720 is a hard rush for a DK, and if the price falls below 7700, then premiums will spike automatically if the movement is right. If the movement is not right, then the premium will still stay the same place and the price will keep going down. It is trying to form a big bearish candle, like an engulfing candle. If it does, then it has to be double the previous engulf candle, which was right here. If it is at least covering up 80% of it, which is 78 points, crossing the border, then it should be good. Otherwise, it is still no use for a bear continuation. This is fall 37 points approx. So previous big bar was 78 points. We are remaining hardly with another 20 points. If it falls, that should complete the 80%. So I can already see that premium has already decayed with the same price of 32 and 38 as advised. So now the premium should not bulge back into 38 again. If it does, then the last 3 minutes, this can create a huge wig and pull up entirely top. So if this is sustaining right here, then their next candle should become a green candle with a beautiful doji, trying to retest the previous price of 7753, and then again create another barrier of a beautiful box which can spend a lot of time for the next 7:30 p.m. due to the US Open. If it does not, then this will fall, and the next 15 minutes can create a huge, massive pull up. Now, it's still doji actually, right? Yeah. Go back inside. If it does go back inside, then for the day will be actually a beautiful doji. Time decay. Let's take a look at the premium. It's very high. It's gonna fall any minute. DK is getting very strong and stronger. It has come to its trend lines. So if this is a pause, then it it should not go above. If this is not a pause, then it should try to create the new trend line on the top and try to follow that barrier. And fix this ascending triangle. Okay. Take the highs and lows right here. So that was a false one. Okay. If this doesn't cross, then it's gonna be a beautiful doji. And we have 41 minutes to go for a big bar to continuation. On a 1 hour chart, on a 4 hour chart window, we are still under performance. It's taken a pause. There's a high danger. Eventually, it shouldn't go up again. Price has a beautiful trend line, a 4 hour window. There's a support. There's a support right here. 30. Mark my words, guys. If this crosses today, this which I have at 7,007, not 8. If it falls below this, then the target is definitely this green line 7,643. All right. Let's see. Let's see how the market behaves. So far, it is still under the bearish trend line. Might change any momentum. The next 10 minutes, market open US might create a huge volume and try to decrease. So you can do all your bookings, guys, or you can trail your stop losses right here. So it will definitely try to hit this again if it wants to create a trend. If it doesn't, then this is going to be a new fall trend line, and we might have a pause session right here at 7,691. Okay. This 15 minutes is a doji. So neither it is crossing the border of the bullish trend or the bearish trend. So 8 minutes left over. This is going to stay right here and cross nothing. And the next 15 minutes candle might retest back again, completing the entire doji for this 1 hour. It is still struggling. It has not yet crossed its own low. 15 minutes, we have only 7 minutes and 40 seconds left to cross the border of its own low. Premium DK is very strong. We have got 12 points so far from 2.5 hours. And this is more than enough for a profit and exit your trades. So because this might come back and create a doji for the rest of the day, so it will come back to this point 7,760 and above, and luckily it might stay right here in this range. um, so if it is willing to make a bigger wake, then it has to come down, make this wake again here, and then pull back. And if it is looking at the day's candle, there are higher chances of the wig again, and wig is downward. So 2 weeks, and the third one also can be a wig for this day. So anything can happen in the market is a quote, and if it does, then this fall should take very bad fall, and it should try to eat up this bearish momentum. 200 points is very huge for expectation, but on expiry, it should not be a big task for crude oil to push down.